Hey, Reminiscible here. So I just woke up to the wonderful sight of three of my favorite journalists and political activists just bashing each other. I closely follow Jimmy Dore, I closely follow Kyle Kalinske, I closely follow Debbie Lusington, and these are my favorite journalists. Sometimes I watch Boiling Frog Post. Now, why is everyone mad at each other? Well, Justice Democrats raised a bunch of money, has a bunch of pledges, has a bunch of subscribers, has a bunch of people who want to run in the next election to topple current corruption in government. This seems to be the way forward. Now, Debbie, she supported Bernie. She was, a delegate, and she just supported Bernie all the way. She supported Jill Stein. Jimmy also supported Jill Stein. I tried to support Jill Stein because, well, she's the only one who didn't want a huge military and didn't want to destroy the environment, so obviously she would have my support. Now, why are people mad at each other? Well, Debbie's frustrated for good reason because her campaign with Bernie got rigged by the Democrats. There's a lot of illegal stuff. The polls were changed, the voter databases were hacked and changed, people couldn't vote, there was voter purging, there was the cross-check, there was the voting stations being shut down, and a lot more issues. And then Bernie wouldn't talk about it. He wouldn't politicize it. So pick your battles. Pick your battles. Not everybody can address every issue. I wish that was the case. Maybe there's a good reason Bernie isn't politicizing the fraud. Now, on the other hand, I'd like to bring in the South American perspective. My aunt, she was a politician in South America, and just like the Democrats had majority House representation, majority Senate representation in Bolivia for the first time in 500 years, ever since the start of colonialism when Europeans invaded South America. Yes, invaded. Bolivia has had an Aboriginal president. It was no longer white. The whites got toppled. Possibly, the United States decided, okay, we'll shift focus from South America to the Middle East, and then suddenly all of these progressives in South America crop up because there's less resistance from foreign interests. There's still foreign interests, but South America gets an Aboriginal president, and he has, I think, a majority. For the past, 8 years? I lost track of the time. But what happened with that majority? Progressives who wanted change, who wanted to support the people rather than the foreign interests, who weren't as corrupt, who were basically started off from grassroots movements like the Bernie campaign, like the Justice Democrats, started out as grassroots movements. What happened? They got into power, and then all the politicians started bashing each other because, well, this is more right than yours, and no, I'm more arrogant, so I have to, criticize what you're doing, and, no, we can't agree on this policy because I'm more right than you, and you're wrong about whatever. And you know what? The policy didn't get passed. We had progressives, they had a majority in Bolivia, and the policy did not get passed. It needed to get passed. It needed to get passed so that the people wouldn't suffer down the road when the foreign interests exploited the loopholes in the new policy because the whole system was getting revamped so that there would be less corruption. But no, there wasn't enough time because people spent their time when they were in power bickering over just having having hostility and hubris where action and cooperation were needed, advocating divisiveness over decisiveness. We can't have that happening in America. We can't have that happening in any country because it's just too unproductive. You're only gonna have a couple chances, right? You can't do things. So, there are some careers. I have spent the last 5 years in esports, video games, competitive video games. Now, if you go to an artist who does digital art for a living, or you go to a shoutcaster who commentates esports tournaments, you think they gave up after one defeat? No, they had to carve a niche out of the bedrock for themselves with their nose to the grindstone their whole life in order to be successful. And most of them were not successful. Most of them, that effort did not pay off. But if you're not going to put in the effort, then you're not going to succeed. And there's the people who put in the effort that succeeded, and a lot of people who put in the effort didn't succeed because life sucks. And lots of other reasons which maybe they had no way of knowing at the time. Maybe the system was rigged against them for their artwork. Maybe all sorts of terrible things happened, or people scammed them and whatnot, right? Predatory capitalism and whatnot. Or maybe it's just that there's a lot of artists and commentators and not enough viewers, right? So, not enough target audience because those are popular jobs. Now, with politics, you also have to put your nose to the grindstone, and you have to keep fighting because the people who give up after the first few losses, after the first crushing defeat, and stay down, those aren't the ones who rise up afterwards. The ones who rise up afterwards are the ones who don't stay down, because they know that morality takes precedent over your frustration, and your passions take precedent over just the burning out, I guess. Yeah, I've actually burned out from my passions, which is pretty sad. Anyways, but that's irrelevant. If you want to be successful, you have to keep trying. And so with progressives, if they want to be successful, they have to keep trying. And yeah, voter fraud needs to be addressed. Cross-check needs to be addressed. The stations, the redistricting, the voter purging, and the shutting down voting booths, and the voting machines. Yes, definitely. All of these, fractionalized vote machines, fractionalized voting. All of these things need to be fixed. Yes, I agree. But you also need the base to vote for the progressives, right? You also need to build the hype. I'm a vegan, and most people are not vegan, and so I keep bashing my head against other people and putting my nose to the grindstone and not giving up, because I actually give a damn about whether animals undergo intense suffering, right? I'm an animal. Other animals with similar intelligence, I don't want their lives to be screwed. Don't want them to go through chronic pain and torture and violent bloody deaths, slow, painful deaths. I don't want that to happen to them, because I don't want that to happen to me. Therefore, I try to prevent it from happening to others, right? So, but I fight that battle, and yeah, we find defeatism. We find a lot of people are just out of it, are just like making excuses, like this person's worse than me, so I don't care, or the net of all suffering is very large, and my wrongdoings only account for a small fraction of the whole. I'm only one human out of billions, and therefore it's okay to inflict suffering. No, it's not okay to inflict suffering. It's not okay to pay people to inflict suffering. It's not. If the animal produces this much products in their lifetime and this much pain, then the fraction of products you buy, like half, is proportional to half of the pain you're paying people to inflict on the animal, because with predatory capitalism, people will do whatever they're paid to do if they're poor enough. So, I place the blame on the consumer, but that is irrelevant. I'm sorry for going on a tangent here. The point is, defeatism, people are like, yeah, but what can you do? That's how it is in nature. Everyone's going to die anyways, yada yada. No, there's still morality. There's still things that are worth fighting for. And if you give up, then that's where the change halts, right? And maybe you're unsuccessful, maybe nothing happens, and maybe someone else carries on the fight, carries on the torch. But what you don't do is try to extinguish someone else's torch because of hubris. You don't try to be divisive when, yeah, maybe there's a naive cause, maybe there's naive activists out there trying to promote change, not knowing that they're going to fail. But you don't slander that. You pick your fights, and you slander the people who are making them fail. You don't stand against the activists. You stand against the obstructionists. And you don't try to halt good policy. You don't try to slow things down and delay the progress of morals and activism taking over. You don't bash people for believing in a grassroots cause. Not when that cause can promote positive change, right? You point out the mistakes and you do it tactfully, and then maybe they adopt the suggestions, maybe they address the things that need to be addressed. Good. But you don't just bash and wedge a rift between supporters and turn it into a conflict. Because you know what happens? Then the stuff that needs to happen doesn't happen. The support is weaker. And the policy that needs to be passed now, so that we can prevent fuck-ups in the future, the stuff that needs to happen now doesn't happen now, because people are indulging in their egos and their arrogance, and I'm a very arrogant person, so I'm a very arrogant person, alright? I am one of the most arrogant people I know. But sometimes I have to just swallow my pride and cooperate with people I hate, because I have goals that are worth pursuing. And I guess, in conclusion, we need to be fighting for a better tomorrow, rather than having our only fights be reacting towards disasters that have happened. We also need to be reacting towards mitigating the disasters that are upcoming. So, people who want good policy change, people who want to support human rights, animal rights, artificial general intelligence rights, people who care about preventing suffering of intelligent people, however you define people, those are the people who should be cooperating and not bashing each other over differences, right? Gotta be tactful. You gotta be tolerant. If you have the same beliefs, just let whoever take the lead and point out what they're doing wrong. And if they don't listen, you have a better chance still working together, doing it the wrong way together, rather than everybody splitting off in different directions and getting nothing done. Reminiscible out.